This is a video on how to turn your Mini Educator 300 on, off, how to adjust the level of stimulation, and how to make sure that your collar is truly on. So the first thing you're going to do is grab your remote. There's an on-off button on the back. You're going to hold this down until the LCD screen turns on. Next, you're going to turn your collar on, and you're going to notice this little red freckle, this little red battery. I want you to align that red battery with that red battery, like so. It's on, it's off, it's back on. Now, if you're outside and there's bright light or it's summertime, you're not always going to see that flashing red light or that flashing green light. So you'll want to make sure it's on before you put it on your dog. So a couple ways you can do that. The one thing is you can vibrate. You can just vibrate it. There's if you're looking at the front, on the right side, you're going to press that button. All right. Another option is you can just put this to whatever number you feel, whatever is your lowest level, what we would call the dog's working level, and you can always just put it on your arm and tap it. If you are familiar with the Mini Educator and you've put it on yourself, you should know that it's not scary and a taser, but you could do either one. You could either just use the stim on yourself on a low, non-scary level, or you could just vibrate. Regarding how to operate the level of stimulation, this is your friend. Move it clockwise, and it increases in intensity. Counterclockwise, decreases in intensity. So the LCD screen should show something that looks like this, especially if you're one of my clients. You should see a number here, that's the intensity, 1 through 100, 1D or 2D. If you have a one dog system, you're going to see this. If you have a remote that has two different dog collars, it's going to say 2D. And C should be to the right of the number. All right, C means continuous, meaning when you press this button right here, so long as your finger is on it, there's stimulation happening. The moment you release, gone. You're on it, right? Bop, 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 bop. Now, most of my clients are going to be training that way. There is other options, and if you pull it up and you notice that M just appeared, or just M, then what's happening is when you press that button, your dog is just feeling it for a teeny little fraction of a second. So I want to say it's either a 24th of a second or a 12th. It's really minimal. And I only use that in the really early stages of training. So by the time I usually hand this over to my clients, we're usually on a continuous. So you want to say continuous. If it is not, flip it over, and you're going to see this little button that says MC, momentary continuous. When you click this, it's going to change the setting. So I'm going to click. There's an M, just an M now, and now just a C. So go ahead and click through until you can view just a C. That's what you want. To turn it off, we're going to do everything backwards. Same thing. Turn this off. Magnet to magnet. That's off. Hold this down for several seconds. It's off. Now, these are both run off of a battery that you'll need to recharge. When this gets low, you're going to notice the light turn to a burnt orange. I feel like this usually gets low on battery before this one. So this is your good cue that you've got to plug in both. When you plug in both, you're going to find this little port right there. Right there. Same feature. right here. You just flip that open. It's just a little rubber door. So plug that in. You might have to plug it in for a couple hours, and then once it's filled and good to go, this will flash green, or it'll be a solid green, and you'll be set. All right, if you have any questions, reach out. Thank you.